snowman earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
Ooh.
I need a change of scenery.
I'll show those guys. Can you believe they're still making video games about losers like the Avengers? They already had their turn. 2, in fact. Though I'm not sure if they're both strictly canon.
No matter how old you get.
Either way, when was the last time you saw a game with a duck on the cover? The industry needs to change, starting with my new game, codename Project Egg. Sadly, my Quackstarter campaign fell through, so I'm gonna need to find the funds for this thing some other way. Think you could help me find a wealthy entrepreneur that I can hit up for the dough?
Another crime, and this one's a doozy. Think you can get to it?
You won't regret it, kid. See what you can find out from the folks around here. There's gotta be at least one moneybags in this joint.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibit.
Trouble seems to be following me around today.
All right, my hero.
Good work. We can't let those guys just do as they please.
The thing they don't warn you about when working at the bank is the folks who keep you working late drying off waterlogged treasure. How'd it get so wet? And why was there so much of it? Whoever it belonged to must be rich.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
I need a change of scenery.
Find out any...
That old prospector over in the Old West said he pulled a big hole of something out of the water the other day. Didn't say what it was, but he was winking so hard I thought he was going to hurt himself. And he was soaking wet. What a strange fellow.
I flew across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard? Enlightenment and martial art mastery may be priceless, but those plane tickets definitely cost something.
You know Howard the Duck? I got something I was hoping you could pass on to him. A big slap upside the head. That feathered crook stole my sandwich.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon. I need a change of scenery.
We're not gonna get attacked again, are we?
Is it odd that I'm really craving ice cream?
Looked like something big was going down on top of the...
ATM refused my card the other day. Apparently because my bank doesn't exist in this universe anymore. So now I'm pretty much living on a diet of bits of old shoe, which is surprisingly good if you leave it to soak in rainwater for a while.
Yes, quite lovely. I'd been saving up for months to buy my dream car. But since everywhere I needed to drive to no longer exists, I don't need it anymore. So I did the logical thing and burned all my money.
The master says I won't make any progress in my training until I stop running and start wearing geese. But it's so cold here. You'd think someone would...
I've noticed no one has thought to write a national anthem.
So what do you got for me?
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff.
Could be something there. If we can confirm it wasn't just an old booty dug up. Promising. If we knew who cashed in that loot, we could definitely hit them up. So putting what you've told me through the old Detective Melon, we can deduce that the old prospector over in the Old West recently came into some serious cheddar. This is perfect. The only thing now is to figure out how to convince an old-timey prospector to invest in a Talking Ducks video game. But that won't be the weirdest thing I do all week by any stretch. Thanks for the help, kid. Oh, and if you run into Forbush, man, could you tell him the funds are in the bag? Last I heard, the poor guy was looking into making money through social media marketing.
Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's like driving inside a bounce house around here.
Is there a person out there who can understand my vision?
I saw a monkey fighting a bunch of...
Working with Howard on this video game of his has been problematic. He laughed at my idea for the final boss, but I think he simply lacks the imagination to grasp its true awesomeness. But as an accomplished game designer, this is a problem I know how to fix. Some ideas are better to show than tell, so what we need is a prototype. We'll get you dressed up as my villain and show off your awesome villainy skills. Skillany. So, you in? A smart decision. I'll show you my design for the character. You've signed an NDA, right? Whatever. Get yourself looking the part, then we can start the demo.
These constant villain attacks on
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
Looking good. We're lucky I managed to arrange this meeting with Howard. He's usually crazy busy on the phone with publishers all day and... Wait. We don't have a publisher yet. That lazy.
All this snow gear's a waste of money, huh? Well, who's laughing now, Mom?
Soon as Howard shows up, I'll rustle up some enemies for you to fight.
All right, Forbush, make this quick. I've got another meeting after this. About meetings.
But we're the only two people working on... never mind. Feast your eyes on Cock-a-doodle-doom!
What?
Huh?
No one is safe from this foul enemy.
Oh, good. Poultry jokes.
I assure you, this villain is no yoke.
And not even original ones.
Fried don't know what you mean.
Ugh.
Cock-a-doodle-doo lays her enemies to waste with devastating expertise.
The puns are making me like it less. You know that, right?
If you think she's done with you yet, you're fresh out of clock.
No.
Did have an actual dragon stud. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
And scene. So, what do you think? Pretty hardcore, right? Pretty intimidating, right? Pretty...
All right, stop saying words. You can put your stupid chicken boss in the game. But if any of the kids at the focus test start crying, it's coming straight out again.
Apparently there's some...
You won't regret this, Howard. If the folks at ChronoCon don't love it, I'll eat my saucepan.
Oh shoot, ChronoCon's coming up. What are we doing standing around yakking? We gotta get the game finished.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we actually had to make the thing. Thanks for helping us out, pal. If you're going to ChronoCon, make sure to drop by the stand.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some kind of ancient martial art or something.
Something tells me that story doesn't end here. Let's wrap this saga up in a Gwenpool mission.
Speaking of ChronoCon, you did get the tickets, right?
I thought you were doing that.
This is what I get for teaming up with a walking pot rack.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
Oh man, now I've done it.
No! Help me!
Okay, physics lives destroyed. Noir, Nueva York, Hydra Empire.
Yes. Quite lovely.
Stupid snow. Taking forever to plow.
Where is this guy? I didn't realize we were working with such a diva. We booked this big cosplayer to come and MC our upcoming fundraiser for the Fuzzy Foundation, but he's running really late. And I reckon we're past fashionably late and creeping dangerously close to, oh, nuts. It's gotta be bad guys late. As you might have noticed, I get antsy just sitting around waiting. Let's say we go look for him. All right, time to hit the trail. I forgot to ask Koi Boy exactly who this guy is cosplaying as, but I'm sure we'll know him when we see him. How good can a costume be? Uh-oh, trouble's a-brewing.
Isn't that Squirrel Girl? Oh no! She's onto us!
We can't let her ruin our plans! Get her!
You think these guys have anything to do with our missing cosplayer? Oh, no, you... Over already? Well, they didn't seem to like us going this way. Ha! So let's keep doing it.
Stop them! Don't let them near the containment cell!
Containment cell, huh? They must have our guy locked up!
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic.
Do you have a problem with constant Kree invasions? Then why not sign up for a crash course in the ancient martial art of Kung Fu? Held at your local Kang-munit.
You know, it's only just occurred to me, but we could be on the trail of something totally unrelated to our cosplayer situation. Well, no point worrying about it now.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum.
Don't they call her the unbeatable Squirrel Girl? I'm just saying, maybe rather than try to beat her, we just, you know, run away!
Quiet, you fool! Get her!
These guys are no real challenge. I beat Fing Fang Foom, yo!
Hello? Hello? Anybody out there? This is all a misunderstanding. This is just a really, really convincing costume.
If you're with
You! rodent female squirrel girl? Maybe she can get me out of this mess. At the very least, tell Squirrel Girl I may be a little late to our meeting.
Whoa! Is that Murdoch? No, wait. Something's not quite right.
Yes, exactly! I'm not the real MODOK, just a charming professional imposter, also known as a costumed player. I was supposed to MC that fundraiser thing, but I was imprisoned by AIM for defecting.
How are we gonna get you out of there?
You'll need the password to open the cell. Assuming you haven't already clobbered them all, the lackeys around here should know what it is.
All right, guess we have a new mission. See what you can dig up about that password. I'll hang here in case anybody important looking swings by. Those AIM guys should be a bit more willing to talk.
I'm still shocked that Murdoch would defect from AIM to help Squirrel Girl, of all people. Ask me, he got what he deserved getting thrown in the slammer.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody else named Blue Stud. I was just about to take a...
You don't scare me. I'll never tell you where my great-great-great-uncle's pirate treasure is buried. Never! Oh, the password. They don't tell me stuff like that. Just pirate treasure stuff. Man, it's cold.
Don't hurt me, please! I've got a cat to take care of. Oh, Princess Snuffle Meow, what have I got myself into this time?
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be...
I need a change of scenery.
I always thought Kunlun had a city on the mountain. Shame Kang didn't bring that into Chronopolis. Guess he must have had a budget to stick to.
I don't know nothing about no password. But I do know that at a rate of 1,667 words per day, it would take 1 month to write a novella. Does that help at all?
This is your glorious leader, Kang the Conqueror, reminding all citizens that Friday is Kang Day. Happy Kang Day, everyone. What? What do you mean it's not Friday? Oh. In other news, all other days are now also Kang Day. Happy Kang Day.
So, find anything out?
You seen that superhero?
Weird name for a cat. Got a feeling that'll be relevant somehow.
password? I couldn't tell you it even if I wanted to. All I know is the guy who set it up used the name of his cat or his dog or something. Seriously, that is all I know.
To get to Funland, and now it's right in my backyard? And light.
Come on, what else you got? That sounds useful, but not on its own. We need more. Okay, from what you've told me, I think I've got it. The password is... Princess Snufflemeow? Oh, boy. Let's just hope it doesn't need a 3 instead of an E or something. Bingo!
Sweet freedom! Thank you, kind squirrel. And friend.
We did it! Seems like I'm not the only one who can use their awesome conversational skills to win a fight. Now we can finally get this show back on the road.
The Statue of Liberty looked a little...
Thanks for your help. Soon as he's had a chance to compose himself, I'll help MODOK here get to the event safely. You mind running on ahead to let Chipmunk Hunk and Koi Boy know?
What is the origin of this?
I left Chipmunk Hunk and Koi Boy in charge of getting Central Park ready for our big bonanza. Maybe you could give those guys a hand for me?
4 Manhattan.
Your eyes in the water see anything yet?
Nope. Maybe we scared him off already.
Squirrel Girl sent you? Good timing. We could always do with a little extra manpower. On top of our current chipmunk and fish power, I mean.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons...
When SG asked us to clean Central Park up ready for the Fuzzy event, we thought she just meant picking up soda cans and stuff.
Hey there!
What she declined to tell us is that a whole bunch of villain types have made this place their official stomping ground. We can't go 5 minutes without some random gang of goons showing up to cause trouble.
I guess you can't blame them. It is rather pleasant around here. Chilly, but pleasant. Anyway, we better get ready to rumble. My eyes in the water tell me we've got some trouble incoming.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, guys, be ready. The Fish Force are telling me our enemies are closing in.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for the Chipmunk Corps to take lookout duty? I mean, it's not like a fish can take a high vantage.
No time for that. Now, we must fight!
Time to honor our promise and clean up this park for good.
But with foot sweeps instead of street sweep purrs.
And shoving instead of... shoveling?
This is not our best material.
If I have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements, ooh, I'm gonna do something.
What are those sticks called that you use to pick up trash?
Trash sticks?
Oh, right. Kicks instead of trash sticks.
I'm all out. How many more are there?
Weren't you the one with eyes in the water?
Yeah, someone kicked dirt in the pond. Only thing they've got a visual on now is a big brown cloud.
I saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier. I've been up here too long.
Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Get me out of here!
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons.
Yikes! Gotta be more careful.
Yes, quite lovely.
Fancy to hike, huh?
Dr. Strange has on his sanctum. Where can I get one of those?
Turns out the Cave of Dragons is inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Man, it's cold.
Find somewhere else to hang out. This is our turf now.
If you guys wanted to show up early, you should have sprung for the early bird tickets.
Oh no.
What? What happened?
I forgot to pay the deposit on that popcorn machine.
Oh boy. Doreen's really gonna let you have it.
Think I might move to Wakanda. The weather there seems way better than here.
Ooh, that rock looks like...
The hand! It must be the hand! Nobody else could concoct a scenario so nefarious.
Right, let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave! Please, somebody
Maybe I've been up here too long.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue bad guys, huh? Good thing I'm never out of my element.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of...
Woohoo! Score one for the cleanup crew.
What's that? Our new hero squad name? I didn't sign off on any new hero squad name.
We can talk about that later. We're seriously behind on our preparations for the fundraiser.
Oh yeah, you're coming to that, right? It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have snacks, music, a MODOK cosplayer, all sorts of cool stuff.
MODOK? That's who you got to MC?
He's the only guy we could get at this short notice. Anyway, it'll be a blast. Hopefully, we'll see you there.
What is the origin of this? It's so beautiful.
So I've been thinking about this Kang guy, and
To all citizens complaining about the so-called Manhattan blizzard,
Hey, you didn't think you could be that helpful and not unlock a new Gwenpool mission, did you? Go check out that bad boy.
Thanks again for earlier. Stop by the fundraiser if you get a chance, okay?
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons.
Yes. Quite lovely.
This Granopolis situation sure has been bad for business. Fairy Eater Rikers.
Take down the crime that's happening right now, and you could win a fabulous prize. The prize is satisfaction and a job well done. Same as all the others. Sorry.
Did someone say battle? No.
I hope we don't get any more of those floating statues dropping out of the sky.
Six million years of weird Kree history, but this is definitely...
Stupid king! Sorry. I was in my own world there. But you know, not in the same way that jerk Kang is. Who's he think he is? Uprooting everyone from their homes and dumping them in his own private amusement park? It really bums my A. Still, nothing we can do about it, I guess. Except keep taking out his goons when they crop up. It just makes me so mad. Come on, I need to go hit stuff. Let's find some troublemakers and put a stop to them. Now we're talking. Come on! Won't take as long to find some of those creeps. Over there! Who do they think they are? I'll teach you to bother defenseless people. Cha! This is for the time that guy smashed up my guitar. I know it wasn't you, but he sort of looked like you. Ha! All right, that felt pretty good. Let's keep going. More of them? We gotta stop them. Why are you doing this, huh? You really want to test my mood? Back home, I was a best-selling author. That all of them? I'm not gonna rest until I wipe them all out.
Need to go see a man about a dog.
There! Another gang of those things! I got a message for your so-called leader. The A stands for angry! I am one angry bomb!
I used to volunteer down at the welfare center, but they can't go. Not a lot of money to get
I'll smash you all to pieces! Where are they? Let me at them! is for the time I got given weird powers against my will. And this is for the time I got them taken away again. Whoa, that was intense. I don't know what came over me there. I just got so mad, and all I wanted to do was do something crazy like punch a boulder or something. Man, I can't keep acting this way. I'm just gonna end up scaring the people I'm trying to save. And then I'm no better than Kang. What I need is the help of some chill dude to help me keep my anger in check. But who? Actually, doesn't Wonder Man have a pretty laid-back view nowadays? You think he could help me out? I wonder if he's still hanging out over by the Avengers Mansion. Don't worry, I'm all right now. But I'm definitely gonna talk to Wonder Man about this rage problem.
All systems engage. Okay, let's show what we got.
Goons, bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies. Whatever you want to call them, go take them down.
Ma, Nueva York, Hydra Empire, go!
Are you here for the anger management session? I heard about what happened with A-Bomb. It seems that ever since the dawn of Kang's reign, more and more heroes are struggling to keep their anger in check. Possibly because you cannot spell anger without the last 3 letters of Kang. Or possibly not. At any rate, if people will benefit from my pacifistic outlook on life, then I am happy to share my experiences. But in order to do this, I will need you to fetch something crucial to my anger management training. Cuddle friend! I appreciate this. By assuming the role of Cuddle Friend, you will play a vital role in the anger management of A-Bomb and many others.
It's
A quick message to all you expectant mothers, fathers, and/or others. Have you considered naming your child?
Cuddle Friend has an incredibly calming effect on people. It always worked wonders on Wanda when she was in one of her moods. So you decided to join us, Cuddle Friend, and I feel calmer already. Not that I wasn't calm before. That barista had every right to finish his phone conversation before serving me my coffee.
Look like something?
Anyway, with our lovable mascot back with us, I just have a few more preparations to make, and our anger management session will be in session.
Gwenpool's disembodied voice here! Your heroic deeds have unlocked one of my incredible Gwenpool missions! Go find it!
Why don't you take 5, Cuddle Friend, and I'll call you when we're ready.
Ooh, I can't feel my face.
Apparently, there's some shady kidnapping.
So much technology. Why must I?
But I never got to finish that big report at work.
You wanna think Kang here with another Kang announcement. All citizens are to report any sightings of the Avengers to their nearest Kang police officer.
Have you or somebody you know been affected by the symbiote? Then call symbiote support now. I've been keeping tabs on Venom and Carnage for a while now, trying to stop them from causing trouble. After all, the last thing I need is people on a witch hunt for anyone with the symbiote. But I lost track of them. Last I heard, they'd gotten mixed up in something at Alchemax, but that's where the trail goes cold. Doesn't feel right that they just disappeared after. Think you could help me track them down? Thanks! I've tried asking around once, but maybe you'll have more luck.
Hey, you got a sec? Could use a hand with something.
Where can I find the simple life, man?
I saw the beast. It moves swiftly between cities, consuming its victims in one, only to regurgitate them in the next. They call it the Kango Rail Car.
But I never got to finish that big report at work.
This is a public safety alert. There are currently 5 reported.
If you've got business at Oscorp, you're out of luck. There's nobody on the reception desk. Ooh, might have been the guy who came running out when I got here. Come to think of it, it did kind of look like he'd had a scare. Still no sign of them here.
Where can I find the simple life, man?
If it's a horrific sludge monster you're looking for, I know where you can find one. My house, because my mother-in-law is visiting. Oh, snap!
I believe in you. Even if you're characterized by Alchemax.
They told me that being a receptionist would be just taking phone calls and doing my nails all day. Nobody said nothing about signing in no symbiotes. And 2 of them, too.
You're a hero, right? How's Alchemax treating you?
I did indeed see a creature, black as night, with razor-sharp fangs, and as big as the city itself. But that's nothing new. Big Rock Panther is always there watching over us. Snarling at us, I guess.
So, did you find anything out? A panic at Oscorp, huh? There could be something to that, if we knew what spooked the guy. So this guy had a run-in with symbiotes at his receptionist job. Just need to piece that together with the location. So 2 symbiotes crashed the Oscorp building, huh? There's no doubt about it. It's gotta be Venom and Carnage. Which probably means...
You can do it, Avengers.
That they went looking for a cure, maybe. Can't think why else they'd go there. Of course, there's one way to be sure. But anyway, thanks. You were a huge help.
Interesting specimen. Shame, I've probably got about 1 million of these at home.
You did a thing! Which means you've unlocked another thing! That's right! An exciting new Gwenpool mission awaits!
Tell me that big shield disappeared.
This is a public safety alert. There are currently 5 reported incident reports in the local area due to cybernet overuse.
How did I get here?
Hey, you got a sec? Could use a hand with something.
One day, I'll have a black card of my own, and I'll...
SHIELD are preparing to open a new, top-secret training facility here in Chronopolis. We don't know how long we're all gonna be here, so we need to be prepared. I've sent out a number of agents to scope out potential locations for the site, and I was hoping you could see what they've discovered and offer your expert opinion on which site seems most suitable based on my criteria. You interested? Excellent! We're after somewhere that's both relatively deserted and has plenty of room for undisturbed underground development. You got that? Just come back if you forget. Good luck.
Where can I find the simple life, man?
Not sure who's behind it this time, but There's more trouble on your doorstep. Go get him.
Coulson send you? Tell him I found a bunch of quiet spots around here that'd be perfect to set up camp. So long as he doesn't mind fighting gophers and the local prospectors for the underground expansion rights. They both seem to like digging around here.
This is worse than that time with the nega bomb! The battle is won. Thank you.
Sure, I guess I've got enough for a report. Hollow's the homeworld of the Kree, and those guys are pretty sharp. I think they'd notice anything going on here. In terms of underground real estate, though, it seems pretty untapped.
My report on this area? Well, the desert heat means it's generally pretty, well, deserted. We found a few tombs underground, but only under the existing structures, which suggests it's fair game under the open desert.
A quick message to all you expect.
I'm ready to give my report on this area. It's a bustling metropolis, so there's people walking around wherever you go, pretty much around the clock. There seems to be some kind of tunnel network underground, too. I nearly got lost down there.
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
You there! Might thou assist me? My lady?
From what I've gathered, this area isn't too densely populated, and the people don't seem too easily spooked. I've not explored it myself, but rumor has it the castle's dungeon extends to most of the underground. That's all I got.
Did you get enough information to make a decision? Remember, we need somewhere deserted, with room for undisturbed underground. All right, what have you got for me?
You can do it, Avengers.
Deserted sounds good, and a large expanse of unused underground. From what you've told me, our new training facility should be located in ancient Egypt. Nice work. We'll pick a secluded spot and start construction right away. That reminds me, I asked Quake to make a start on the research for the facility itself. If you see her around, could you ask her to check in with her progress? Oh, and obviously, if you need me for anything, I'm at your disposal.
Interesting specimen.
You ever get nervous when you walk on those transparent sidewalks?
You get a chance to catch up with Quake yet?
Where can I find the simple life, man?
right on time. Think you can give me a hand?
I keep getting...
You're the one who helped out Coulson earlier, right? He asked me to do some research for the new training facility, but I hit a bit of a snag. Namely, my camera broke. And don't you know, the one thing Chronopolis is lacking is a decent camera repair store. But that's okay, 'cause you're here now. And I figure you're just itching to take some pictures. The plan is to use them to replicate key areas of Chronopolis in our training facility for an authentic training experience. So, what do you say? Ready to get snapping? Great. So, what I need from you is a photo of Lemuria, a photo of Hala, a photo of Egypt, a photo of the Old West, a photo of Hydra, and that should be it. Don't worry if you forget. I'll be here. Don't worry about getting the whole area in the shot, as long as you include a major feature. Your camera should let you know when you're looking at the right thing. Got it?
You've got bad guys causing trouble nearby. Ugh, they make me so mad.
Can you believe some people don't stay up to date with all the latest Hydra pet regulations? How embarrassing for them.
What time is it? Maybe blocking out the sun is something we should reconsider.
The Supreme Intelligence is the best. His intelligence is just so supreme. I wonder if that researcher ever finished her experiment. I want to evolve already.
A bunch of maniacs in a flying chair went zooming past me earlier.
Where in tarnation they go?
gonna go buy me a brand new 10-gallon hat. Or maybe a 20-gallon hat. Do they make those?
Temperature seems off today.
I have to know what's in there.
Lap 98?
Got the photos for me? Great. That's Lemuria sorted. Fantastic. That covers a shot of Hala. Looks like Egypt is in the bag. Yup. That looks like what we need from the Old West. That's the shot of Hydra done. All right. That's the last of them. Thanks. Now we've got everything we need to start construction on the facility. Which means I can actually put my powers to use and start digging a big hole instead of taking pictures all day. Oh, no disrespect to your work, of course. Anyway, thanks again. Once the facility's finished, you should come by and give it a test run.
Interesting specimen. Shame, I probably got about 1 million of these at home.
Hey, you didn't think you could be that helpful and not unlock a new Gwenpool mission, did you? Go check out that bad boy.
Woohoo! Party!
Call my baby. Huh?
I gotta find him before it's too late. I rode over as fast as Nightwind could carry me when I heard the living totem has returned. Never thought I'd see the day after watching him fall into the bottomless canyon. So far, I ain't seen hide nor hair of him, but I reckon he'll be on his way to finish what he started all them years ago and destroy the town. We can't give him the chance. We gotta stop him. I owe you, stranger. Come on, let's get to searching. Now remember, be on your guard. This ain't your run-of-the-mill totem we're dealing with. It's a living totem. Them fellas over yonder look mighty suspicious. What are they up to? That's the totem! I'd recognize that half-buried mug anywhere.
This is our giant head. Anyone other than the Kree who tries to approach it will answer to us.
Y'all best step aside. That thing is more trouble than you can imagine.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I've been itching for a good fight.
Come on, compadre. Let's take these warmongers down a peg.
Ha! Turns out camping out by the head and picking fights with outsiders that came near was a good idea. Guess I owe Travlar that sandwich.
These fellas seem prepared to go all out for the totem. He must have used some kind of mind-controlling powers.
I came as soon as I heard. Fighting at the old head? I'm in!
We gotta keep whittling down to Totem's army.
Boy, I could use a soup.
Figure that's the last of them. Now we can finally take care of the Totem himself. Hold up. This is just the head of them floating Kree statues, ain't it? Well, this is embarrassing. But if the Totem ain't here, well, where is he? Huh. I appreciate your help, but it looks like I got a little too hot-headed for my own good today. I'm gonna take a step back and try to figure this out. Maybe that Red Wolf fella could help me. He's always been pretty good at tracking folk down.
I must try not to lose this. Like all of those crowns that sank into my hair.
Looks like that voodoo wall surrounding King's Tower disappeared. If anyone's
You are a friend of the Rawhide Kid, are you not? Red Wolf knows why you are here. The location of the living totem eludes you and the kid, but I sense his presence somewhere in this town, and I know what you must do to learn of his dwelling place. You must listen to the whispers of the wind, the rumors from the rivers, the murmurings of the mountain. Oh, and the people probably know a few things too. Ask around, and we will surely learn where the totem makes his lair. Then it is settled. Speak with the townsfolk and take heed their words, for in them will lie the path to the totem.
someone did something about that. There's a real weirdo walking around town lately, supposedly looking for some sort of evil fishing pole. Heard he got into some business with them Kree fellas down by the border over a giant head. I mean, I ain't gotta tell you that that ain't regular.
Oh, the circus was in town? Been hearing some unusual noises at night since all these new places sprouted up. I'll be trying to sleep, and suddenly I'll hear a little voice telling me to fight something called a hexagon? Oof.
Yeehaw! Ride 'em, cowboy! There's a snake in my boot! I'm totally blending in.
Where in tarnation they go?
Oh boy! We got ourselves a real curly wolf here! There's a real peculiar type spending most his days at the saloon of late. Tall fella, wears a big coat all the time. Reckon there's only one reason person'd wear a coat that big. Something to hide. Or 'cause he's cold. So, 2 reasons, I guess.
Saw someone real strange coming out the sheriff's office the other day. Big face, little arms, little legs, floating chair. Said he was the sheriff now. I tell you, it takes all kinds.
Where in tarnation they go?
Have you learned anything of the totem?
Who'd I talk to about getting me one of these metal horse carrots?
Reckon there's something in the water lately, as I could have sworn I saw this big pole with a face on it walking around the other day. And it gets stranger. Soon as he noticed I'd seen him, he put on this big old coat and scurried off. Wonder where he went to.
To all citizens complaining about the so-called Manhattan Blizzard,
So, what knowledge did you bring? The saloon. If we knew who occupied the large coat, this information could be useful. That indeed sounds like the totem. We need only to learn of where he goes. It would appear we have learned enough. The totem has been donning a disguise and spending an inordinate amount of time in the local saloon. But to what end? Of course, the answer to this question would most easily be discovered at the saloon itself. I shall reconvene with Rawhide Kid, and the two of us will pursue the totem. But of course, I must first thank you for all your help.
The circus was... Guess that explains all the people I've seen wandering around.
You did a thing! Which means you've unlocked another thing! That's right! An exciting new Gwenpool mission awaits!
You have done much for Rawhide and myself. As soon as he returns, the two of us will go after the totem.
Take down the crime that's happening right now, and you could win a fabulous prize. The prize is satisfaction at a job well done.
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area to ensure all...
So, now that we're in chronology, will we still become part of...
Hello! Citizen in peril over here! Hello! Citizen in peril over here! Mustache, late for a meeting, thanks.
That was fast. I'll let you know if I find any others.
All right! Kang's defenses are down! Must remember to buy cake.
Nova Corps is always happy to help a noble cause, even if we are stretched a little thin right now. Providing the refreshments for Quill's soiree was the least Xandar could do, after everything the Guardians of the Galaxy have done for us in our recent troubles with Kang. Although I didn't expect the responsibility to fall directly on my shoulders when we agreed to provide them.
I'd say Xandar's actually...
As you can imagine, the Nova Corps have a lot of fires to put out right now, both figurative and non-figurative. And as much as I would like to help out in the party planning process, I do still have at least a chunk of an empire to run. Now, could you lend your time to the cause? Wonderful. Remember, Quill is a Terran, so you might want to try and find some of that junk food young people seem to be so fond of.
I wonder if that
Ugh. Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? The guy who destroyed our home. My idea of hop on this kangaroo rail and go to that sad.
All right! Kang's defenses are down! The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside. This is quite the conundrum. Life sure is great.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
Oh, when I get my hands on him. Ooh.
I wonder if that Marion guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi to him. I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Kang spies with his digital eye something beginning with C.
All right! Kang's defenses are down! The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
Next to the central fountain, it emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret.
You. I have need of your services.
Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get away with it.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
So, now that we're in Chronopolis, do we still become
Kang surveillance drone now.
Chronopolis is full of food, but not all of it could be considered Well, I can't imagine they'll be running out of food at this rate. Now, where did my assistant put that invitation? Did I even get an invitation? Maybe it's time I start opening up those messages I keep receiving. They can't all be spam. On behalf of the Nova Corps, we'd like to express our profound gratitude for your help in these catering matters. I shall see you at the event. Possibly.
Has, anyone seen the Queen lately? I really adore her.
Gwenpool's disembodied voice here! Your heroic deeds have unlocked one of my incredible Gwenpool missions! Go find it!
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Blimey, this isn't how it's meant to be.
To all citizens complaining about the so-called manhandling blizzard, just be grateful I didn't park your stupid city next to the dark dimension like I originally planned.
You there! Your king would ask for your aid. Aye, it is indeed I, the noble King Arthur Pendragon. You may have heard tell of the time I defeated the evil Black Knight. Well, not the most recent one. The one before that. Indeed. It seems recent events have overshadowed my acts of bravery. Which leaves me no other option. I must slay a dragon! Yes, that is the only sure way to demonstrate my heroism to the kingdom. Alas, your king is a little out of practice. Perhaps some training by way of a crusade through Chronopolis is in order. Would you grant me your assistance in this matter? Excellent! Then let us away! This world is full of scoundrels. What better use for them than to strengthen my mettle? Hark! Enemies approach! Ah, so your approach is more of a swish-flick-slice than a slice-swish-flick. This training is most valuable. Over already? I've barely a dewdrop on my brow. It appears I'm inadvertently training what those delightful Manhattanites refer to as their glutes. Ahead of us! More fiends! I say, how do you do that thing with your feet? Oh wait! I think I have it! I feel stronger just by watching you. Not that that's all I was doing, I assure you. On to the next. As those delightful Wakandans say, no pain, no vibranium. Actually, that might not apply here. Or even be the correct quote. Another gathering of villains. How about you? My sword is like an extension of my arm. Now my other arm is like another sword. Ha ha ha! To watch you in combat is a true thrill, akin to that amusing contraption known as the carrier. An excellent display. I believe one more encounter will be sufficient for today.
Gonna do something.
Look there! Are those tiny dragons? What better way to train my steel in dragon slaying? Attack! It would seem the foul creatures have...
What are you doing, you crazy mook?
Ugh, crazy Renaissance.
Oh, this always happens!
No need to thank me. Just doing my kingly duties. Well, I dare say I feel veritably invigorated after that campaign. And what luck that we would encounter those strange miniature dragons. With this experience, I believe I am sufficiently prepared to face a full-size dragon. Assuming Merlin has finished his preparations. At any rate, my thanks for your assistance.
Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified.
Prithee, go tell Merlin to gather my things and prepare for an adventure.
It's almost time to do my rounds.
Sorry to bother you, but yep, you guessed it. Some crime near you needs fighting.
This is quite the conundrum. I hear you're the one who helped to train our noble king in preparation for his dragon-slaying quest. I admire your enthusiasm, but I fear Arthur may have bitten off more than he can chew, which I doubt will be said of the dragon when it's through with him. Enter the Merlin Stones, which render those who wield them invincible. I had planned to slip them into Arthur's garb before the battle, but alas, I appear to have forgotten when I stashed them. Would you help an old man search for them?
Might treat yourself to a new horse.
Wonderful. I should really have considered how bad my memory was before I hid them all over Chronopolis, but, well, here we are. Good luck.
This is well outside my skill set.
That big sword came crashing out.
I'm paid to feed horses, not fix engines. I don't suppose you know anything about fixing flying horse motorbikes, do you? No, of course you don't, because that is not a thing people do.
I should have been a knight. Let those fellas in all the maidens.
citizens are...
Don't I feel stupid when those fancy new wave of your fellas come gallivanting in with their their luxury medicines?
I say.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Please deposit vibranium into the all-new Wakanda-endorsed vibranium deposit receptacle.
How am I supposed to build my ape god statue if I can't find my supplies?
Don't worry, there's no major urgency. Arthur, let's see what we have here. Yes, these appear to be all of the Merlin stones. And what seem to be a couple of pieces of boiled confectionery for good measure. How very thoughtful of you. The stones feel a little weaker than before. They may not make Arthur invincible, but at the very least, he should flicker back into existence should he meet a grisly fate. And that's certainly better than nothing.
People don't like being part of Chronopolis. Citizens are reminded that watching or listening to any news other than a...
Something tells me that story doesn't end here. Let's wrap this saga up in a Gwenpool mission.
Arthur and I shall be departing for the Dragon's Lair shortly. I imagine it'll be quite the adventure. I can't wait.
arrows.
Oh no, please, I don't want any more trouble. Oh, sorry. It's just people have usually run away screaming or tried to set me on fire by now. It's actually quite a relief to be able to have a real conversation. After that episode in the tomb, I'm just about ready for a change of pace. In fact, I was rather hoping to try my hand at this hero lock. Do you think you could show me the ropes? Then it's settled. Lead the way, teacher, and show me the awesome art of heroism. That person screams. Does that mean they need help or they've won some kind of cash prize? I've heard conflicting reports. Ah yes, the pulverizing. I'm painfully aware of this stage of heroism. Worry not, citizen. You have been rescued.
Get away from me!
What? But I'm... Well, that could have gone better. Let's try someone else. Maybe I need to work on my bedside manner. Hey, just think, if you're injured, you won't have to look very far for a bandage. Another helpless victim. Let's shave them. Is that the expression?
I can...
Those awful Avengers, they were our best Baron Simon.
Hey, buddy. It's okay. You're safe now.
He's the ass! Run away!
Huh? What did I do wrong that time? Third time lucky? Come on. Hopefully we can find someone else in trouble. Wait. Hoping someone in trouble is bad, isn't it? Okay. This time I'm going to try a different approach that will work for sure.
Oh, I can't wait for today's 4 o'clock.
No! Help me!
Would love to take part in the Interregion Chronopolis World Cup football tournament, but I think it would be unfair to the other competitors.
Okay, here goes. Hey there, buddy, don't worry, you're safe now, so submit to your safety at once!
Those...
Somehow I think I'm actually getting worse at this. How does anyone actually do this job? You make it look so easy. So, is it me? Am I truly so terrifying to behold? It would seem a different approach is required here. Something on a grander scale, perhaps? My old pal Morbius would probably have some good ideas if I could find him. Could you do me another favor? If you see Morbius, tell him Mommy is ready to initiate Operation MASH.
What have we here? Perhaps there is mention of it in the halls of All-Knowing.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town, that was definitely an infraction, right?
Maybe you've already seen it, but some trouble is going down near where you are.
Hey! You gotta get me out of here! What's that? Mommy sent you? He explained everything in his letter. As much as I'd love to help my old bandage buddy out, I've got problems of my own here. The locals here are not big fans of monsters. I don't want to get too into it, but there's some seriously antiquated opinions at large here. What's not so antiquated is the lock on this door. Looks like they picked up a few pointers from their modern neighbors when they set this up. Help me bust it open, and then we can talk about helping Mommy with his business. Very good. Now, about getting this door open. See that guard over there? He's the one who locked me in here, so he's probably a good place to start. What's going on out there?
Kang here with another Kang announcement. All citizens are to report any sightings of the Avengers to their nearest Kang police officer, or at the very least, throw something heavy at them.
All right, that did something. What? I can't... Whatever you did, it's opened one of the locks. So, I guess you just do that for the others.
Even as Sorcerer Supreme, it appears there are...
I should have been a knight.
This seems promising. Another lock opened! Yeah, keep it up!
Did Sir Percy ever get his business at the castle sorted? I suppose it makes no odds to us down here. Blimey! This isn't how it's meant to be.
Ravonna, is this a new TV? I can't figure out the remote. How do I switch this to Kang?
A third lock opens, inching me ever closer to sweet freedom!
So, what dragon?
Sweet freedom! Thank you, my friend! Now I am finally free to satisfy this burning hunger! I don't suppose you saw an open burger stand on your way here? Well, never mind that for now. There is much to be done to ensure that the world opens its eyes and accepts that monsters are people too! Stay tuned, friend, for things are about to get monstrous! But in a good way.
An interesting item. It must not be allowed to fall into the wrong hand.
Gwenpool's disembodied voice here! Your heroic deeds have unlocked one of my incredible Gwenpool missions! Go find it!
Well, I'm off to meet Mummy! Next stop, Hydra Empire! Ah! A monster! Tell it to someone who cares, you screeching simpleton!